Is it possible that Turkey, a key NATO member, is breaking away from traditional Western alliances to make a daring move toward joining Brics? Brics, a group of emerging economies, has long stood as a counterweight to Western dominance. Turkey's recent request to join Brics signals a possible shift in global alliances and has certainly caught the attention of both Washington and Brussels. According to Omer Celik, the spokesperson for President Recep Tayyip Erdogan's ruling party, the process is underway, suggesting Turkey is making moves that could redefine its position on the world stage. But is Turkey merely hedging its bets, or is this a calculated action in a broader geopolitical strategy? Let's find out. Omer Celik recently said that the Turkish president has already expressed various times about their willingness to join Brics. Later, when Russian presidential spokesperson Dmitry Peskov was asked, he also confirmed that indeed Turkey is showing interest in joining Brics. So starting with, why would a NATO member like Turkey, historically aligned with the West, seek membership in Brics? Turkey's interest in Brics is more than just a strategic pivot. It's a declaration of independence from a Western alliance that has increasingly shown its limitations. For decades, Turkey has played the part of a loyal NATO ally, standing shoulder to shoulder with the West against various global threats. Yet, despite this unwavering support, Turkey has often found itself sidelined and treated as a junior partner rather than an equal player. Ankara's flirtation with Brics is not a sudden infatuation, but a calculated move stemming from years of frustration. The European Union, for instance, has kept Turkey waiting in the lobby for membership since 2005, dangling the carrot of inclusion while continually moving the goalposts. And let's not forget the West's tepid response to the failed coup attempt in 2016, which Ankara perceived as a lack of genuine support from its so-called allies. Brics, on the other hand, represents a group of nations that are challenging the status quo, countries that are not content with the world being dictated by a few Western powers. Joining Brics allows Turkey to align itself with nations that are actively redefining global governance. Turkey's engagement with Brics is about finding new friends who respect its ambitions and offer an alternative to the Western-centric worldview that has dominated for so long. As Turkey positions itself at the crossroads of East and West, another question emerges. What does this mean for NATO and its future dynamics? Here's a reminder to please like and share the video, and subscribe to our channel to watch more videos on Africa's geopolitics, economy, and changing landscape. Let's continue now. Turkey's move towards Brics is not just a statement of independence, it's a seismic wake-up call for NATO, a military alliance that has long been predicated on unity against common threats. By exploring membership in Brics, Turkey sends a powerful signal that all is not well within NATO's ranks. For decades, NATO has relied on Turkey's strategic position at the crossroads of Europe and Asia, leveraging its geographic significance and formidable military capabilities to project power and maintain a foothold in a volatile region. But Ankara's willingness to forge alliances outside of NATO's framework challenges the very foundation of NATO's unity and could set a precedent for other member states feeling marginalized or disillusioned by the alliance's often inconsistent policies. Turkey's interest in Brics reveals a growing discontent with NATO's approach and strategic coherence. NATO has always portrayed itself as a unified bloc ready to confront shared challenges, whether they be military threats or political crises. However, Turkey's engagement with Brics, a group often perceived as a counterweight to Western influence, exposes a critical vulnerability within NATO: the lack of a cohesive strategy that reflects the diverse interests of its member states. Turkey's potential membership in Brics raises uncomfortable questions about NATO's ability to maintain internal cohesion in the face of shifting global dynamics. This move by Turkey also highlights a broader issue within NATO: its struggle to adapt to a multipolar world where alliances are fluid and old certainties are being constantly challenged. NATO's strategic coherence is already under strain from a variety of internal disagreements. Defense spending has been a perennial point of contention, with the United States often criticizing European allies for not pulling their weight. Divergent views on how to engage with Russia further exacerbate these tensions. While some NATO members, particularly those in Eastern Europe, view Russia as an existential threat. Others, including Turkey, have maintained more pragmatic relations with Moscow. Turkey's potential alignment with Brics could amplify these fissures, pushing NATO to the brink of a strategic identity crisis. Ankara's interests in Brics could set a precedent that might encourage other NATO members to explore alternative alliances, especially those feeling sidelined or whose interests are not fully represented within the current NATO framework. Countries like Hungary and Italy, which have shown a willingness to pursue independent foreign policies that sometimes diverge from NATO's consensus, might be emboldened by Turkey's actions. If Turkey, a key NATO member with one of the largest militaries in the alliance, can consider joining a bloc perceived as antagonistic to NATO's interests, what is stopping other countries from exploring similar paths? Turkey's move is also a stark reminder that NATO's Cold War-era mindset may no longer be adequate in a multipolar world. The alliance was built on the premise of containing the Soviet Union and defending Western Europe from communist expansion. However, in a world where power is no longer concentrated in a few hands, and where regional powers like China, Russia, and India play increasingly prominent roles, NATO's traditional strategies and doctrines appear outdated. Turkey's engagement with Brics reflects this new reality. It signals that countries are no longer content to be passive participants in a US-led world order. They want to assert their agency and pursue their interests, even if it means stepping outside traditional alliances. In this new era, where old alliances are being questioned and new ones are forming, NATO must decide whether it can adapt to these changing dynamics or risk becoming irrelevant. Turkey's move towards Brics is not just about Ankara seeking new friends. It is about challenging a world order that has long been dominated by a few Western powers. NATO's response, or lack thereof, will determine whether it remains a relevant force in global politics or becomes a relic of a bygone era. Now we must also ask, how does this shift affect Turkey's relations with other global powers, particularly the United States? The United States, Turkey's longtime ally, is unlikely to view Ankara's Brics overtures with a warm smile. For Washington, Turkey's move represents a direct challenge to U.S. efforts to maintain a unified front against China and Russia, the leading powers within Brics. The U.S. has already had its share of grievances with Turkey, from Ankara's purchase of Russian S-400 missiles to its independent stance on Syria. Should Turkey proceed with Brics membership, it could exacerbate existing tensions and lead to a recalibration of U.S. foreign policy towards Turkey. Washington may be forced to reconsider its military and economic ties with Ankara, potentially imposing sanctions or reducing support. However, such punitive measures could backfire, pushing Turkey further into the arms of Brics and solidifying a new anti-Western alliance. Yet Turkey's action might also serve as a strategic gambit to extract concessions from the West. By showing that it has alternatives, Ankara could leverage its Brics bid to gain more favorable terms from the US and Europe. This is a delicate balance of diplomacy, where the stakes are high and the moves are complex. With the US and NATO potentially on edge, another critical question arises. What impact will Turkey's Brics ambitions have on its economic and political future? For Turkey, joining Brics offers not just geopolitical leverage, but also significant economic opportunities. As part of Brics, Turkey could gain access to new markets and investment opportunities, diversify its economic partners, and reduce its reliance on Western markets and financial institutions. Given the economic challenges Turkey has faced in recent years, from currency devaluation to inflation, aligning with Brics could provide a much-needed economic lifeline. Brics countries, particularly China and Russia, have demonstrated a willingness to invest heavily in their allies, often with fewer strings attached than Western institutions. Moreover, Brics membership could enhance Turkey's bargaining power in international trade negotiations, allowing it to navigate global economic currents more effectively. Politically, joining Brics could bolster Erdogan's standing domestically by showcasing Turkey as a key player on the global stage. It reinforces a narrative of a strong, independent Turkey that is not beholden to any one power bloc. This move could resonate with Erdogan's base, which often views Western institutions with skepticism. As Turkey contemplates its future within BRICS, the global order itself is under scrutiny. This brings us to the final question. Is Turkey's move a sign of a larger shift in global power dynamics? Turkey's bid to join BRICS is more than just a strategic decision. It's a reflection of a world in transition. The post-Cold War era of US-led unipolarity is giving way to a more complex, multipolar reality where emerging economies are asserting their influence. BRICS, with its recent expansion, is at the forefront of this shift, challenging the traditional Western-dominated frameworks of global governance. Turkey's move is emblematic of a growing trend among nations seeking to diversify their alliances and hedge against the uncertainties of a changing global landscape. Countries are no longer content to align solely with the West. They are exploring new partnerships that better reflect their interests and aspirations in a world where power is increasingly diffuse. In joining BRICS, Turkey is betting on a future where influence is not determined by geography or historical alliances, but by a nation's ability to adapt and align with diverse global currents. It's a bold vision, one that could reshape not only Turkey's destiny, but also the contours of global power. Do you think Turkey's move to join BRICS will push the West to get with the program and accept the new reality of a multipolar world? Let us know in the comments section. Will more nations follow Turkey's lead? Do you want to watch more videos like this one? If yes, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon next to it. We have decided to bring videos on something nobody talks about: African politics, economy, and increasing power. Thanks for watching, and until the next video, stay tuned.
Tell us what you think in the comment section. Like and share the video, and subscribe so that you don't miss any of our African videos. It's the best way to support us.